some of my most enjoyable memories I have with my friends are when we're just, joking around, hanging out, and playing pool. My friends are all into some type of sport, which is obviously means, they like to compete. So sometimes when we're playing pool, I like to get them rowdy up just so I can watch their facial expressions and see how mad I can get them while we're playing pool. I have been playing pool for 3 years now. Like any other person, the more I practice, the better I become. Matthew Sherman, from the article 8-Ball Rules and Strategies, says 8-ball is the single most played table game in the world. With that being said, if you're the type who likes to compete but also likes to have a good time and knows not to take it too extreme because it is a game, then you should really learn how to play pool because it's fun and you learn how to socialize and you meet new people. Today I will inform you on how to win at a game of pool. However, before you can win, you have to learn the rules of the game, the techniques, and which pool stick works for you. Starting with the rules. It's important that you learn the rules of the game so you can play fairly and you won't allow the other competitor to cheat you. Before you play, you'll have to rack the balls. And then you or the other competitor that you're competing with will have to break to see who can get a ball into a hole first. Then whichever ball you or him got into the hole first, whether it be striped or solid, that is what he will stick with for the rest of the game. However, the other person who didn't break will get the complete opposite ball of the competitors. For example, if the competitor got the solid ball in, then you will get the striped ball. After you have established which ball is yours, you will both take turns hitting your balls into each hole. Whoever can get all their balls in first is very close to winning. However, before you hit the balls in, you have to make sure that you hit the cue ball. The pool stick is not allowed to touch the object ball. It's only allowed to hit the cue ball. And which the cue ball is the ball that is the white ball that's solid without no numbers on it. Pool dog staff from the article The Basics of 8-Ball stated that traditionally 8-ball is a call shot game. That means you have to choose the pocket where you're shooting before you can shoot your shot. But wait, there is more. After you hit the balls into the hole, now you have to get the 8-ball in. After you get the 8-ball in, you officially win. Also note that before you aim the ball into a hole that you put the cue ball in front of, it because your stick isn't allowed to touch the ball you're hitting. Now it's time to learn some techniques. You need to learn the techniques because you're only going to make it that much harder on yourself if you don't. The main technique is you need to learn how to relax your hand. If you don't relax your hand, then you're not allowing your pool stick to hit as good as it could if you did relax. Joe Waldron from article Shoot Like Pros state that Bob Jewett from San Francisco Billard Academy estimates that you have a 32nd inch margin of error on contact when object ball is 2 diamonds from the cue ball. So with that being said, the other technique is aiming. Since you have to put the cue ball in front of your actual ball for it to hit right, you will need to know if you're aiming correctly. In order to aim good, you will need to get eye level with the cue ball and line the cue ball with the object ball and make sure that they're both lined up with the hole that you want the object ball to go into. Now we can learn how to pick a pool stick. It's crucial to know because this could be the main reason why the game's not going into your favor. There are many types of pool sticks. But the 2 things you need to look at when you're picking out a pool stick is the height of it and the weight of it. It's important to pick a stick that is right for your height. If you have short arms, then you're probably going to want to pick a stick that's longer so that way you can have a better chance of hitting the ball. Of course, if you have longer arms, then it really wouldn't matter that much other than the fact that you just would want to pick a pool stick that's more comfortable for you. Also, you want to look at the weight of the stick. If a stick is too heavy for you, then it's best to pick that one because it's best not to pick that one because you won't be able to hit it or have control as much as you would if you got a lighter stick. Today I informed you on how to win at a game of pool. Now you could just take everything that I taught you and give it a good use. We discussed the rules, some of the techniques, and also why it's important to pick a good stick if you plan on winning. I'm glad that my friends and I are laid back enough to where we could just have the time of our lives doing absolutely nothing but playing pool. Because this gives me, not only lets me learn socializing skills, but it helps me to work better at the game of pool itself.